Hey y'all, it's Costa. I help people break the system to build a better future. Today, we're talking about Medigap. So I've worked in the long-term care industry for the past decade, and my greatest mission is to help you better understand how to prepare and protect your finances, family, and future. All right, so you're turning 65 and you've enrolled in Medicare benefits, but you're stuck with the hard truth. Medicare doesn't cover all your medical expenses and you still have out-of-pocket costs. So you still have inpatient and outpatient deductibles to pay, in addition to co-pays for things like visits to the doctor. The cool thing no one ever talks about is Medicare Part B only pays for 80% of your expenses. So that leaves you picking up the other 20% for things like lab work, medical supplies, outpatient surgery, and something as significant as chemotherapy. So you might be thinking, 20%? I'm financially sound, I have savings, and if I only have to pay 20%, I'm all good. But there's one small problem. This 20% has no limit. So let's say you have a major surgery that costs $130,000, you're on the hook for 26 grand. And this is absolutely catastrophic for someone living off retirement or a fixed income. Now, let's be honest, this would be unmanageable for most dual income families not on a fixed income. Fortunately, Medigap insurance can help with these costs for some individuals in certain situations. But the most important thing to take away from this video is you only have a one-time open enrollment window for this coverage. So what is Medigap? This is a supplemental health insurance that fills in the gaps for what Medicare doesn't cover. You might also know this as a Medicare supplement plan. All right, so here's how it works. Your provider bills Medicare for services that you receive normally. Medicare will process your claims and pay its share minus any deductibles and coinsurance that you would normally be responsible for. Medicare sends the remainder of that bill to your Medigap policy, which will kick in to help you pay for some of those deductibles, co-pays, and coinsurance that normally would have been your responsibility. So we briefly talked about the 6-month open enrollment window to enroll, and I want to give you a few more details on that. This enrollment window starts with your Part B effective date, and it is a use it or lose it window. This is critical for you if you have a serious underlying health condition, because this enrollment is the only opportunity you have to buy a Medigap plan with no underwriting and no health questions. If you missed your open enrollment window, you can still apply for a Medigap plan later on, but they do not have to accept you. They can and most likely will reject your application for any chronic illnesses or pre-existing conditions. Like any other insurance, you can't wait for the claim to get the policy. I know this only helps with a small amount of cost, but think about what I told you earlier and how you would have to pay for 20% of a major surgery. That's impossible for most people. And I don't want you or your family to be put in that kind of situation. If you're interested in getting Medigap coverage to cover the 20% of Part B Medicare doesn't cover, make note of this enrollment window and keep track of your deadlines. I hope that this has helped you better understand Medigap and what it offers. As it pertains to long-term care, Medicare Part B does not cover these costs. Thus, Medigap will not cover any long-term treatment as well. There are pros and cons to every insurance plan and supplemental insurance. If you'd like for me to do another video on this, please let me know in the comments section below.